I'm going to show you how you can build up your structure in the system. Just you need to execute SPRO, go to SAP reference IMG, click on enterprise structure, and you have two options. First is to define anything, and then is to assign everything that you have defined already. Okay. So in the definition, we will first create our organization units, and then we are going to assign them together. Okay. So let's say you have built your company and you have to link that to a specific plant. How you are going to link that? That is with the help of your assignment. So quickly, first I'm going to show you how you will be defining these organization units. So based on each of these modules, you have given the option of defining everything. Like first up, we have financial accounting for FI consultant. Then you have controlling, logistics, sales and distribution. This is what we are going to pay attention in, and your materials management or logistic. As this is a training server, you get the option to define everything in the system. But if you are working in a real environment, you are only been allowed to access the fields related to your specific module. So what we will configure first. So based on the structure, we need to first build your company and company code. So where you will find that in the definition, you have to come inside financial accounting. Then you have the option of defining a company and defining a company code. So if you click on company, then you will see a lot of data is already been created in the system. Okay, this is our student who have created this data, or you can use there are multiple options through which you can create your own entries. Like for example, there is a company name, your details, like what company you want to create in the system. So if you want to create a new company, just click on new entry, and here the system will give you an option to choose the name. Let's say I'm take an example of Tata. Okay, so here I'm giving 1201 as my name. Okay, company name will be Tata. If you want to give a second name, that is also fine. Just putting some necessary information. Country, region, I'm just putting US. Let's say we are creating this in US English, currency USD. Okay, so now we have created a company in the system. So this is, as soon as you click on save, you will see this option. This is your transport request. You have to go inside and change the name, like for example, new company. Through this, you are going to transfer the data from one server to another, one client to another. So this will help you to track down what you have built. Okay, save this. Now you have this request number that will be used in order to transfer your data from one client to another. Save this. You have built your company. Okay. Similarly, now we are moving towards the main organization unit. That's the highest organization unit for any FI consultant. So you as a SD consultant will not be responsible for creating this company code. That will be given to you by your FI guy. Okay. So, but I'll teach you anyhow how to create a company code if it is not available to you. So go to company code, edit, copy, delete, check company code. Here you have two options like copy, delete, check company code, or edit. Okay. In the edit, you will see all the existing company code which is already there. Okay. And copy, delete, check company code. So if we click on this, you can copy from the existing data which is available to us by SAP. So one question many beginners ask is, do consultant create every organization unit manually? The answer is not always, right? So SAP provides us the best practices. In many SAP S/4HANA training system, you will find a standard configuration known as 1710. Okay, this is the standard data structure that has been provided to us by SAP. Okay, so instead of creating every object from the beginning, consultant often copy the standard configuration and adapt it to the client business requirement. So this saves time, reduces errors, and follows your SAP recommended best practices. However, it's still essential to understand what each organization unit represents, because in real implementation, you'll often need to modify or extend the standard structure. Okay, so this is where I'm going to show you how you can copy from the pre-existing data that is given to you by SAP. Okay, so this is copy organization object. You just need to click on this and it will ask you from which structure you want to copy this data. So I'm copying from 1710 to my new company code 1201. Okay, so it will ask you multiple questions that whether you want to copy your GL account posting. So why it is asking you this? Because if you're copying it from standard entry, you don't have to depend on the additional background data that has been attached with the already checked 1710 standard entry. Okay, so every GL account which is already been present and tested with SAP get copied to your new company code. Okay, so if you are not expert, you are just a student who are learning SAP SD, this is quite beneficial for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna click yes. So if you want to copy currency also, then you can also press yes. If you want to transpose the number ranges, then it's also fine. Just have to click yes for each one of these things. It will take some time. Save it. Okay, so interval sub object once and once overlap with interval 05 sub object. So if we close that, so it will ask you to copy once again. Okay, anyhow I want to copy all the objects which are remaining. Okay, so our activity has been completed activity. You can see company code 1710 is copied to 1201. Okay, so if you want to display that, you just have to go back and go to edit company code and you will be able to find 1201 here. But if you want to search it, you have to come inside position, it's right here, and search for the entry that you have just created 1201. Okay, so why it is showing you this copied name and the city? Because we have copied from the standard entry. If you go back and see the standard entry 1710, you'll be able to see the same description of the company and the city, currency, and your language. Okay, which was linked to 1710 is also been copied to 1201. So if you go inside this, you have this option to change that and put Tata company code. Okay, just keep this as a standard entry data for now. Just save it. Give you the transport request, save it, and your data is now stored. You can highlight it. Okay, so this is how you are going to build your company code. Now if you're working as a sales guy or sales SAP SD consultant, you have to go inside sales and distribution and build your sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Sales office and sales groups are optional. So quickly jump into sales organization. define sales organization. If you want to copy just like what we did with the company code, you can go back and copy it from there. As it's not a dependent entry, you can directly create a new one. Let's show you guys how you can create it by copying it. Okay, 1710 1201. So I'm just naming everything 1201, so we don't have to remember each time what we have created. Okay, so our data has been copied, so we need to go back. Sorry, define sales organization, go inside 1201, and here you can see I have to change that data sales org. So this is a data which is already been attached to our previous data set from which we have copied. Go back. We have created our sales organization. Save it. Now quickly jump into your distribution channel. Distribution channel should be of 2-digit. So as you can see, there's quite many options that you can choose from. So if you want to create, you can go to new entry. Let's say SS, for you can say direct sales. Okay, SS. So this is your distribution channel. Or you can take this standard entry that is available to you, 01 or 10. That will also be considered as your standard entry. Next up, you have your division. Okay, so division. After that, we are done with creation of your sales area. So division is not visible. You might ask why it is not here, because it's a part of your logistic. So you need to come inside logistic general. Here you will be finding your division. Copy, delete, check, division. Just define it, or you need to copy it. You can also do that. So in the division, we'll be taking 00 as a standard entry. If you want, you can also create a new entry. Okay. Just like we can also create SS. And let's say we are creating cars. Okay. So this is our division for Tata. So this is how you are going to build your sales area. And these are the organization elements that you need to focus on as a SD consultant. Okay, so where you'll find your plant, this is also I'm going to show you. Go inside your logistic journal. Here you have defined plant. So I'm quickly going to show you how you can directly create it from copying your existing data. Copy, delete, check, plant, just like what we did with the company code and sales organization. Just put 1710 as a standard one to 1202. So copy every organization elements. Now it has been copied and completed your activity. So if you want to go back into defining plant, you can jump directly inside it. 1201. And here just change the name. Data plant 1201. It's already there, so data plant 1. Okay. Everything is already been copied from 1710. So this is your data set. Copy. Come back. You have defined your plant. Now storage location, because storage location will be inside your plant. So you need to first create your plant, then only you'll be able to find storage location. So what you need to do, you have to come maintain storage location, write down your plant. Inside that you will see many of the plant storage location already created because we have copied from 1710. So if you don't want any of these things, just delete it from here. Okay, make sure it is from 1201. Otherwise, if you delete any of the standard entry, it will hamper your data spec in the system. Create new entry. So I'm creating, let's say, data TA01. Okay. storage location 1, TA02, storage location 2. Okay, so there are two storage location within my plant. Go back. So we are left with logistic execution where we will be defining our shipping point. So we can use only one shipping point, 1201 Tata shipping point. Okay, so it will be set with the factory calendar. So based on this, your delivery will be scheduled. Okay, so when we learn about the route determination, we will explain you how you will be scheduling your delivery based on this shipping point. Save it. System will ask you to put your company, Tata, and country region US. Save this. Now we have defined everything from company to your storage location to shipping point. I hope this video is helpful. I'll meet you guys in the next one where I'll show you how to assign your data after defining it.